I'm here with one of the owners of Short Sale Solutions, Marlene Waterhouse. And Marlene, I'm sure I have some questions that other agents may have as well, but why should I use Short Sale Solutions to negotiate my short sales?
Well, I would have to say that Short Sale Solutions will make your short sale the easiest transaction that you have. What we do for the agents is we help you collect your full commissions. We have over a 95% close rate, and we've worked with so many other lenders that we know exactly what we need from each lender to make this a smooth transaction.
And how many banks have you worked with?
Over 85 different banks and lenders.
And how many transactions have you done?
Probably closer to 400.
400 transactions. And these are all the toughest short sale transactions in the market to do.
Yes, we've had short sales that have had upwards of 17 liens. We have short sales from high income earners, and we have short sales from people that are not in default.
Wow. Tell me about your staff. Do you have a full staff?
We have a full staff of negotiators and processors that will take you through from the beginning of your transaction, from document collection all the way through to closing of escrow.
You do? Mm-hmm. Okay, so how about updates? I'm a control freak and I want to control my transaction.
Yes.
So how do I know what's going on? How do I keep control?
Well, I understand wanting to control your transaction because every deal that an agent has is important, and it's important to us too. So what we do for you is we keep you updated on a weekly basis, and usually by Wednesday, every agent will have an update as to the steps of their transaction. If we need something prior to that from you, or if there's a condition about the short sale we need to let you know, then we'll just pick up the phone and call.
Wow. So tell me about short sale information, because obviously the market's changing. It's always changing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the market. Do you?
Well, yes, as much as can be possible, because short sales are going to change daily, or the banks are going to change their conditions on a daily basis. And we stay up to date with the most current information possible. And then because we're in the trenches with the lenders, we know exactly what's going on, if they're making a change, if they're dropping incentives, or if they are not allowing certain fees on the HUD. Those are conditions that we're very well aware of because we do so many every day with these same lenders.
Great. So are there transactions you can close that I couldn't close myself?
Probably yes. And those are a lot of times with transactions with numerous liens on them, because when a transaction has several liens, we have to make sure that we can get all subordinate liens satisfied in order to close the transaction, which can be a difficult transaction.
Now, you're not in my area, and by the way, I know that you deal with a lot of agents all over California and across the country, but can you really negotiate my short sale from another state?
Oh, absolutely, because what you have to understand is that the lenders are all over the country as well. So whether your transaction's in Wisconsin or if it's in Washington, it really doesn't matter where the transaction is, as long as we're legal to negotiate in your area.
Okay, Marlene, I got a good one for you. Why should I use you rather than negotiate my own short sales?
Oh, that's an easy one. Probably because we do this on a daily basis and we're in the trenches, so we're going to know a little bit more about the pulse of the bank and what's going on than you would, and your time is actually better spent marketing.
Making more money as an agent rather than a negotiator.
Yes.
Okay. And well, you know, I touched on this a little before, and I'm afraid of giving up control of my deal as an agent. Isn't it my job as the agent to negotiate the short sale for my client?
Well, I can see why you might say that, but just like it's not your job to close the escrow, and it's not your job to facilitate the loan on your transaction, it's not necessarily your job to negotiate the short sale. If you have competent people working with you and getting the transaction done, then that completes your job.
Great. So I'm interested. I like what you guys do. How do I get started?
Well, first of all, just pick up the phone and give us a call, and we can walk you through the steps of starting your first transaction, from getting your listing appointment done to contacting your homeowner to do our first intake interview.
And what if I don't know anything about short sales? How can you help me?
We'll hold your hand all the way through the process.
So even if I'm a total short sale dummy, you can still make me look like a hero to my client.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Great.
They'll think you've been doing this for years.
Now, here's the last thing I want to bring up. My broker already has someone in the office that handles the short sale negotiations, so why would I need you?
I would have to say, because we do this day in and day out, we have a staff of people to help you with your transaction, but if your broker can give you a 100% close ratio, and if they can do this for you for free, and say they have contacts with over 85 different banks, and they always answer the phone, then you don't need us. But otherwise, call us today.